Hi friends, it's Madame Fromage. Happy holidays. I wanted to just share one of my favorite little bites. I think of it as like a cheesecake bite, and this is something you could serve to friends after a big meal or in the afternoon with tea. Or if you just need a little pick-me-up, you could give yourself a little splash of champagne and put out this cheese. It's called Brillat Savarin. It's a bloomy rind cheese from the Burgundy region of France made with cow's milk, and it's a triple cream, so it's extra moussey and whipped and smooth and beautiful. I love that it comes in this small format, like a cupcake, easy to find in most grocery stores and also at cheese shops. You can also sometimes find a larger format. This is a half wheel. I bought it at a different spot just to show you. Again, it has this beautiful bloomy rind, and the center, if you can see, has this wonderful moussey texture. Now for my snack, it's just four things. It's bubbles, it's a bit of berry jam, and in this case I have some strawberry jam. Just picked this up at the store. I also think raspberry is really great. You can also use blackberry or fresh berries, any sort of dark berry. And then I've got what I've used to simulate the graham cracker crust of a cheesecake. These are just some McVitie oat crackers or oaty biscuits from England. You could use a nutty cracker or even a nut bread. Usually I'm on team baguette, but when it comes to a triple cream like Brillat Savarin, I want a little crunch for contrast. So here's how you do it. It's decadent bite. Take a little bit of the cheese, spread it on the cracker. This is going to taste like the best fluffy cream cheese you've ever had. It has sort of the cultured butter note, meaning that it has this developed milky taste, and a little bit of tartness like sour cream. You might get a faint whiff of mushrooms, but mostly I think of this as just a very clean, tasting, beautifully balanced cheese, and it's really all about texture. Now you add a dollop of your berry jam here. And here you're just playing with a little of the acidity from the fruit and some sweetness as a contrast for the cheese. So there it is, really simple. A little bit like clotted cream and jam on a scone. Here we go. Oh, magnifique. This is wonderful. I also love to use this cheese on a brunch board. You could serve it with fruit and jam and fresh bread, even pound cake or some sort of sweet cake. Or you can go more savory with Brillat Savarin and go bagels and lox. And instead of cream cheese, put this out for just something a little more decadent, a little more interesting. Brillat Savarin can be a little hard to remember. Think of Brillat like the word brilliant, but without the extra I and the N. Brillat Savarin was in fact a brilliant food writer and sort of food philosopher from France, the turn of the century. And he's got a wonderful quote, which is, "A dessert without cheese is like a beautiful woman with only one eye." I've always thought that was just a fabulous way of thinking about serving cheese after dinner, or not serving cheese, right? It's like there's something beautiful that's missing. So I encourage you to explore Brillat Savarin, a French triple cream, if you haven't ever had it. You can find it at the grocery, you find it at a cheese shop. It's young, it's only a couple weeks old, and if you're someone who likes a cheese that's a little bit creamier, like as this one is, you get a little bit of a cream line forming just under the rind. This is a cheese you can hold on to for a week or two and just let it become a little bit more decadent, a little bit more creamy. Just leave it in your fridge. Sometimes cheese shops get it when it's a bit young, and you'll find that it's a bit too clayey inside. So buy it in advance, and when you open it, just simply dig into it as you would ice cream with a spoon. Friends, sending you the warmest wishes and hoping that you have a joyful, spreadable, beautiful new year. Cheers.